We will have the question and answer session with Swamiji after the class. Mrs. Manju Nandakumar will chant the last 4 shlokas of Guru Paduka Stotra this evening. Manju?
Hari Om Swamiji. Hari Om. Pāpāṅdhakārākṣa paramparābhyāṃ tāpatrayāhīdrakhageshwarābhyāṃ chādyābhisamcoṣanabādhavābhyāṃ namo namah Shri Guru Pādukābhyāṃ namo namah Shri Guru Pādukābhyāṃ Samadhishatka pradavaibhavabhyam samadhidana pradadikṣitabhyam yamadhavangri sthirabhaktidabhyam namo namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam namo namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Swarcāparāṇāṃ akhileshadabhyāṃ Swaha sakhāyā kṣadhurandarabhyāṃ Swandāchabhava pradapūjanabhyāṃ Namo namah Shri Guru Padukabhyāṃ Namo namah Shri Guru Padukabhyāṃ Kāmādi sarpa Prajagarudabhyam Viveka Vairagya Vidhi Pradabhyam Bodha Pradabhyam Dirgamokshadabhyam Namo namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Namo namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Hari Om Swamiji.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraha Sthirairangai Stushtovam Sastanobhir Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vṛkṣaṃ Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha Swastina Starkshyo Arishtanemi Swastina Brihaspati'r Dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, in this Mundakopanishad studies, we have completed 2 Mundakas. That is, in our last sitting, we have seen the last mantra, last 2 mantras of the second Khanda of the second Mundaka. Finally, the discussion arrived at a vakya, a sentence, which is the essence of all the Upanishads. Brahmaivedam Vishwam. Idam Vishwam Brahma eva. This world or this universe or the whole phenomena we are experiencing are nothing but Brahman. So with this declaration, which is the essence of all the Upanishads, the second Khanda was concluded. And it was a great revelation. Brahmaivedam purastat. In the front, there is Brahman. Paschat Brahma. In the back, Dakshinataha. In the south side, it is the Brahman. Uttarena. In the north side, it is Brahman. So there, as Dakshina and Uttara, that is south and north is referred as to mean eastern, in the east side, and Paschat, the west. So in the east, there is Brahman, in the west, there is Brahman, in the south, there is Brahman, and in north. Or in front, there is Brahman, in the back side, there is Brahman, and left and north, left and right. All the sides. Athaha cha urdhvam cha. Athaha in the bottom and urdhvam on the top. This is a great revelation. In the very first sight of the mantra, we will feel what is there, what meaningless sentences are these. Everywhere there is Brahman. What is the use of saying that? But we have to see this is the concluding mantra of the second Mundaka. So far we have seen two Mundakas. And the teaching there we had seen is everywhere the Brahman, all pervading Brahman, and whatever exists, let it be human beings or other beings in the world, all the living beings or non-living, or this universe as a whole, whatever exists is getting that existence from absolute existence. That we have seen. Because of that absolute existence, everything else exists. I'm saying I am here and you are there. What is that which gives existence to us all? That is not the body, not the intellect, not the mind, not the indriyas. All these are depending on that absolute existence. In the Kathopanishad it is said, na pranena na apanena martyo jivati kaschana. Itarena tu jivanti. Martyaha, human being, is living not because of prana and apana. We may say because prana is there, we are living. Yes, that is true in a sense. But how prana is existing? Who is making prana live? This is the question. So Upanishad says, itarena tu jivanti. By another, this prana and apana are getting their existences. They are existing because of the other. Which is that other? Itara. It is said, tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Because of its existence, everything else exists. So, this realization established deep within. So with that revelation, when one man of that realization observe this universe, what he is seeing? Of course, he is seeing human beings, other creatures, moving and non-moving. All sorts of things he is seeing. There is no doubt. But even when he is seeing all diversities, he is seeing all diversities of the world. Don't say that a man of knowledge will see only Brahman everywhere. No. He is seeing all the diversities of the world. Not only he is seeing,
I found this on the web for all the diversities of the world. Check it out.
Not only that, he is seeing more than anybody else. Because normally common people are seeing all these diversities from where? They are immersed in this. Just like a man inside a dense forest. So he is standing in the dense forest. So he is in the dark. Everywhere he is seeing many trees. So many trees. And other creepers, this, that. Everywhere plants. So he cannot understand the real nature of that forest. Whereas a man who can observe from above, he sees the forest, he recognizes each and every tree there. Yes, because he is observing from above. He is not immersed. In the same way, one who is immersed in the world, he is having the pleasure and pain of the world. The pleasure and pain of the world he is having. He cannot stand above the world because he is immersed. In the same way, a man of knowledge, man of realization, he is seeing all the diversities of the world. At the same time, he recognizes all these manifestations are nothing but the absolute Brahman, which is existence, knowledge, and bliss. So this is the meaning of the mantra. So for him, everywhere, what are existing are manifestations of one single Brahman. And the vision is put in one word. Brahmaivedam sarvam, Brahmaivedam vishwam. So this is the essence of all the Upanishads. The same mantra we can see in different Upanishads or almost all the Upanishads. For example, Brahmaivedam sarvam. Sarvam khalu idam Brahma. The most famous word saying in the Chandogya Upanishad. Sarvam khalu idam Brahma. Sarvam hetad Brahma. So says Mandukya Upanishad. Sarvam hetad Brahma. In the same way, in many Upanishads, the saying comes, Sarvam Brahma. So, verily, everything is Brahman. So there is no meaning in simply saying this. Understand properly. This saying is coming from the innermost realization. What realization? The same existence absolute is giving existence to all manifestations. Because reality is one. It is manifesting in different forms. Brahmaivedam Vishwam. Idam Varishtam. Varishtam. Varishtam, the greatest. The greatest or the supreme, the highest. Vara means great. Varishtam is the greatest. It is the superlative. So the greatest Brahman is manifesting as all beings. So there is nothing which is different or distinct from Brahman. Whatever exists. So here, a basic question is answered. Some may ask, is there God? Is there Ishvara? The answer is, what exists? It is Ishvara. So nobody exists in this world other than Ishvara. In different forms, different manifestations, the same existence absolute is appearing before us. So this vision gives a, see, we are not seeing the absolute existence as something different or distinct from this world. If this world is existing, what is giving existence to it? This absolute existence. So this is the vision. This is the Upanishadic vision. From this unconditional love, not conditional, that is my wife, this is my husband, so I am loving them. This is my children, so I am loving them. No. Unconditional love and unconditional respect. Some may ask, you Vedantins, you are negating everything. This is not that, this is not that, this is not that. As you are negating everything, there will be no love within you. There is no love within the heart of Vedantins. The answer is, there is the unconditional love. Because they are recognizing the universe as the manifestation of Ishvara. And there is no higher and lower beings. See, the effect of this darshana is, as Bhagavad Gita puts rightly, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Govihastini Shuni Chaiva Shapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. We know that the highest being in this universe is human being. And among human beings, who is the highest? Man of knowledge. Man of knowledge. He is the highest among human beings. So a man of knowledge, real knowledge, without any sense of that ego. So a man of knowledge without any ego, he is the highest. So when a scholar, when a man of knowledge sees that man, or there is cow, We are worshipping cow as the mother. Then there is elephant. Then there is a dog. And there are people who kill and eat dogs. So these are different beings with a different guna structure. One is of the highest sattvika bhava, that is vidya vinaya sampannaha brahmanaha, highest sattvika. Then there is the cow, which is sattvik among beings. In the animal kingdom, cow is considered as the most sattvik being. Then there is gavi, go. Then hasti, elephant. Elephant is having a guna structure which is a mixture of all these three, sattvic, rajasic and tamasic, but the predominant quality is tamasic. Otherwise, how a small boy can control that? A big elephant, a gigantic elephant, a being, a small boy with a stick can control. He's not knowing his own energy and power and stamina. His ability he is not at all understanding. So without knowledge, he is tamasic. And a man who is eating, killing and eating dogs, of course, that also is tamasic and rajasic. So in all beings, a man of realization is seeing the same existence absolute. Vidya vinaya sampanne, brahmane, gavi, hastini, shunicha. In all these beings, pandita samadarshina, man of knowledge. Panditaha means men of knowledge, is the plural. They see what they see. Samadarshina, the same, the sameness. Same existence is residing in all beings. So this is the practical benefit of this knowledge. And from that, naturally springs out unconditional love, unconditional respect towards all beings. So with this exhortation, the second Mundaka is ending, and we are going to the third Mundaka. The first mantra is Dva suparṇā sayujā sakhāyā samānaṃ vṛkṣaṃ pariṣasvajāte tayoranyaḥ pippalaṃ svādvattyanaśnannanyo abhicākaśīti. Dva suparṇā sayujā sakhāyā samānaṃ vṛkṣaṃ pariṣasvajāte tayoranyaḥ pippalaṃ svādvattyanaśnannanyo abhicākaśīti. Dvau suparṇau. Dvau suparṇau. Suparṇau. Suparṇaha is a bird, not simply a bird with a good wing, having wings. Very big or good wings. Su stands for good. Parnaha, wing. Then dvau, two. There are two birds. Where they are residing? Samānaṃ vṛkṣaṃ pariṣasvajāte. Samānaṃ vṛkṣaṃ pariṣasvajāte. Pariṣasvajāte means is residing. Pariṣasvajāte. So they are residing, these two birds are residing in the same tree. Samānaṃ, vṛkṣaṃ. Vṛkṣaṃ is tree. Samānaṃ, the same. And how they are living there? It is said sakhāyā. Sakhāyā. They are friends. Sakhā is friend. So they are friends. Sayujā, always together. Always together, closely together. That close togetherness is there. And therefore they are called sayujā. Sakhāyā, friends, having deep friendship. Such two birds are residing in the same tree. Tayoho, of these two. Tayoho means of these two. Anyaḥ, one bird is atti, eating. Atti means eating, is eating, not eating, is eating. What it is eating? Pippalaṃ svādvattyanaśnannanyo. The fruits of the tree. The fruit of the tree, this one bird is eating the fruit of the tree. Having taste. Svādu means having taste. What are the tastes? It is not sweet alone. There are sweet or sour, different tastes are there. And of course, some fruits are there, the taste of which we cannot recognize. So one bird is eating the fruits of the tree, and these fruits are having different taste. Whereas the other, anasnannanyo abhicākaśīti. Anyaḥ, the other bird, how he is sitting? Anasnan. Anasnan means without eating. Anasnan. Ashnan means one who is eating. One who is eating. Ashnadi idi ashnan. One who is eating is ashnan. One who is not eating is anasnan. So one bird is eating, whereas the other is sitting without eating anything. And how he is sitting? It is said abhicākaśīti. Abhicākaśīti. Abhicākaśīti, we can translate it as shining. Shining. Or witnessing everything. Witnessing everything. So here, in the Upanishad, we can see descriptions of the same manner in different places. For example, in the Kathopanishad, there is a mantra. Ritam pibandau sukritasya loke. Ritam pibandau. There are two beings which are drinking the reality. How we can drink the reality? That is another question. Ritam. Ritam is real. So, there are two beings which are drinking what is real. There, Bhagavan Bhashyakara says what is real is in the world, the effects of our karma. So there are two who are getting the results of our karma. Then question comes, how there are two beings who are getting the results of our karma? There is only one Atma within one being. When I say I am here, there is only one Atma. How there can be two? Then it is said there is only one Atma, there is no doubt in that. But at the same time, for the purpose of teaching, or we can say to teach that there is only one Atma, Upanishad take one way. Which is that way of teaching? The Paramatma and Jivatma. There is the Atma which is limited by this body, mind, intellect complex, or which is identifying himself with this body, mind, intellect complex. That Atma we are saying Jivatma. At the same time, there is the highest Atman which is not having any identification with body, mind, intellect complex. And this Jivatma, when he recognizes that is my real nature. Actually, I am not limited by this body, mind, intellect complex. My real nature is that. When that realization comes, there is only one Atma. Because it was a reflection. The Jivatma was only a reflection of the other. So to teach that, Upanishad is taking for granted. There are two. And then the same Upanishad will say, no, there is only one. Because the other was only a reflection of the one. Which is that one? One who is not at all eating anything. And he is witnessing everything. So one who is witnessing everything, he is shining. Abhicākaśīti. He is shining. He is self-shining. See? So let us come back to this mantra. Samānaṃ vṛkṣaṃ pariṣasvajāte. In the same tree, they are residing. Who are residing? Dvau suparṇau sayujau sakhāyau. Two birds which are always living together, and these two birds are friends. They are living, residing in the same tree. That which will decay is called vṛkṣaṃ. Vṛkṣaṃ. Vṛkṣaṃ vṛkṣaṃ. Vṛkṣaṃ vṛkṣaṃ. That will decay is called a vṛkṣaṃ. So this body, everybody know that this body will get decayed, disintegrate. It will stand for some time, and after that age, it will go. It will disappear. So this body is vṛkṣaṃ. This body is vṛkṣaṃ. In the Vedantic literature, always this samsara, this transmigratory cycle, is always narrated as vṛkṣaṃ, samsara vṛkṣaṃ, in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and also in the Kathopanishad, we can see that. Urdhvamulam adhasyagham ashwatham prahuravyayam, like that. And the mantra we can see in the Kathopanishad, Urdhvamulo avakshakha esho shwattha sanatana. Very detailed description of the samsara vṛkṣa is there in the Linga Purana. Detailed description. What are the leaves, what are the petals, what are the flowers, like that, in detail, Vyasa has explained in the Linga Purana. So why the samsara is equated to a vṛkṣaṃ? The answer is, it will disappear. It will have a disintegration, just like a tree. So this human body also is narrated as a tree here. So I am here. I am saying I am here. When I say I am identifying with this body, mind, intellect complex. And because of that identification, I am sitting here in the Jivatma Bhava. I am sitting here in the Jivatma Bhava. I am Jivatma. I am experiencing this world. I am getting pleasure and pain. All the dualities of the world I am getting. So this is my knowledge at present. So it is that there is one bird in the tree. In the tree, there is one bird. And how he is living? Pippalaṃ svādvattyanaśnannanyo. He is eating the fruits of that tree, having different taste. He is eating the sweet, he is eating the sour. He is eating all taste, bitter. So many experiences, pleasure and pain. Different types of experience we are getting. And this Jivatma, it is at pippalaṃ svādvattyanaśnannanyo. So he is getting all sorts of experiences. And in our life, normally we are immersed in these dualities. Our life ends with these dualities because we are not at all looking to the real nature of our own self. Because we are happy here. We are happy here in getting pains of the world. See, we are happy here. How? By getting the pains of the world. Because I am engaged. Somehow I must be engaged. When I am having pain, I will work to relieve that pain. not to get the highest bliss. We will go to hospital and approach a doctor and say, I am having this much pain, please doctor, give some medicine. For what? Not for experiencing the bliss in this life, but just to alleviate the pain, get rid of the pain. So we are happy with the pains of the world. And we are considering ourselves happy. And day by day, the lifespan goes short, and we will have a natural death. So 90% of people, not 90, 99% of people, they are happy with what we are having around. Only a few, manushyanam sahasreshu, 1 in 1,000 people. Take 1,000 people, set of 1,000 people, one will be striving for the higher realization. All others are happy with the manifested universe. The relations here. I'm a wife, I'm a husband, I'm a teacher, I'm a student. So with the individualities or personalities we are having here, we are happy with that. When we are happy, we will not strive for the higher. But only a few will think, what is my real nature? Because I am not somebody who is limited by the waking state. I am not somebody who is limited by dream state. Why? Because I am experiencing these states. When I am experiencing these states, I am not those states. I am experiencing the pleasure and pain of these two states, Jagrat and Swapna. And therefore, I am above these two states. In the same way, I am experiencing or I am getting the bliss when I am having deep sleep, sushupti. So I am not that. I am somebody above that. So what is my real nature? 1 in 1,000 will think, and he will, of course, when that thought comes, we will think for some time, but when the foreign types of problems of the world comes, we will be engrossed in those problems. So that question, we let it go. We let it go. But there are some who will dedicate their life for that realization, to get answer to that question. Only few are there. And therefore it is said, manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatadi siddhaye. So what is my real nature? I am not somebody who is one with these experiences of the waking and dream states. Then who am I? This is the question. Then he will look up. What is my real nature? This individuality as a sannyasin, this individuality as a householder, this individuality as a student, all these are relative things. So this is not the reality. Then what is the reality? What is my real nature? He will go on asking, and when he look up, then he sees the other bird. Abhicākaśīti, I am witnessing all things. I am one who is witnessing this Jagrat and Swapna and Sushupti. So then that man, he will rise above the superimpositions. All the superimpositions he only made. Nobody else gave him. He only gave. But still he was caged by those superimpositions which he only created. Just like a silkworm. Slowly and slowly, he is making thousands of small strings and threads, and finally he is engaged in that as a pupa. So he is engaged. He is bound. He is limited now. Who made that limitation? He only made. He only made. In the same way, because of our false identifications and superimpositions, we are making ourselves limited, and limited. Now, when this quest to realize our real nature comes, then we are looking up and see, no, this is not my real nature. I am above these dualities. And when I am identifying myself with body, mind, intellect complex, I am Jivatma, and then I am eating all these dualities. Eating, atti. But my real nature is above that. That realization comes. So that is the benefit of this type of teaching. So, dva suparṇā sayujā sakhāyā samānaṃ vṛkṣaṃ pariṣasvajāte. In the same tree, there are two birds with very big wings. Tayoranyaḥ pippalaṃ svādvattyanaśnannanyo. Out of them, one is eating different fruits of all the fruits of that tree, which are having different taste. Whereas the other bird is sitting without eating anything, and he is witnessing everything around him. So realize that is my real nature. The other nature, it came as a result of my identifications with this body, mind, intellect complex. So we will go to the next mantra, and then we will get more light on this first mantra. But however, this is the mantra. In the same tree, there are two birds. One is eating different fruits, whereas the other is sitting without eating anything, and he is witnessing everything. So think, what is my real nature? The engrossed one or the other which is above all dualities? What is my real nature? How two natures, two types of existence are coming only because of false identifications. So to realize my real nature, I will have to get rid of all false identifications. That is the only way. So on that, we will discuss some more in our next sitting. Namaste. So if you want to ask anything, you can ask.
If anybody have question, please unmute and ask.
I think if there is no question, today we will conclude.
Yeah. One question from Dr. Hemaji. Please unmute.
What is that?
You are muted, Hemaji.
Only by nididhyasana only, Swamiji, this knowledge will become your own knowledge, I think. Because Shravana we do, and during Shravana we will be doing the Manana also. But still this knowledge is not sinking on. I think more times should be spent on nididhyasana only, once you have done enough Shravana, or you know the Tattva.
Yeah, the question is clear. See, only through Shravana and Manana, we will reach at Nididhyasa. Nobody can enter into Nididhyasana without Shravana and Manana. The first basic sadhana, or the most important sadhana, is Shravana. There is no doubt in that. Because when we are hearing with Shraddha, naturally, Manana also will happen within. See, when we are hearing the answer to this question, of course we are hearing, but at the same time, the faculty of thinking, that will also work. How it is so? He is saying so, but how it is so? That question will be there. And from within, the intellect is getting answers also. So Manana is happening. We need not sit at a quiet place after doing Shravana for doing Manana. No, simultaneously it will happen. But if there are some sentences or something which are not clear, we will have to sit for sorting it out. So that is for doing Manana. So ordinarily, Shravana and Manana will go together. And see, when we hear Shastra, innumerable questions will sprout from within. And we will go for answers. So again we will do Shravana. Many questions will get answered. Then again there will be questions. Then again we will do Shravana. Again we will get answers. Like that. When there are no questions regarding the prameya, not pramana, prameya, that is the subject matter. That is the prameya. Subject matter is the prameya. Then, naturally, our mind get focused on that. It will not wander here and there. And we will get a natural nididhyasana. But a layman cannot go to nididhyasana all on a sudden. And nobody knows how many layers of previous karma are there which are acting as veils, which are curtaining So we have to repeat Shravana and Manana, and we will reach at this Nididhyasana. When Nididhyasana we reach, then idea is clear. Then clarity will come. All the doubts get cleared. So it is the only way to have that clear vision. Nididhyasana is the only way to have that clear vision. But to get at that, we have to do Shravana and Manana. And see, when we say, Swami, I am hearing for so many years, I am hearing Shastra for so many years, even now I don't have that clear vision. We may complain, but just go inside. Analyze our own individuality. Is it just like what it was some years back? No. Tremendous change had come. I was not like this 3 years back or 4 years back. But when I am doing Shravana continuously, tremendous changes are happening within. Now I am getting that clarity of vision at least. So we are on the right path. There's no doubt in that. So in that way, we have to analyze our own mind and intellect, how they are working. So Nididhyasana, we will reach at it through Shravana and Manana. So do that again and again. That is the only way. Namaste.
Any more questions? Or else we can conclude the session.
Yeah, today we can conclude.
Yeah, Swamiji is happy to conclude. Yeah.
Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashye Makshabhiryajatra Sthirai Rangai Stushtuvam Sastanubhir Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vṛkṣaṃ Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starkshyo Arishtaneme Swastina Brihaspati'r Dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om.